Hey there, makeup marketers. Welcome to our second online training class for makeup marketing online. And tonight's topic is how to sell more Avon using Facebook. So let's go ahead and get started. A little bit about myself, for those of you who haven't been on this call before. I've been a rep since January 2008. I live in Rockford, Illinois with my husband and two children, Josh and Ava. I was awarded the 2015 Avon Woman of Enterprise. I am a licensed Avon Beauty Center owner, which is an Avon store that they're no longer allowing for new ones to open, in case you're curious. I sell at the President's Council level and unfortunately just dropped down to Unit Leader Plus from Executive Unit Leader. But I'm still looking at the positives in that because I am now going to qualify for the Get Fit bonuses. So I actually may be making more money than I was as an executive unit leader during this incentive. So always try to look at the bright side of things. You know, dropping down 2 titles, I could be upset and depressed and mad, but instead I try to look at the positive that's going to come out of it. My online sales for 2015 so far are almost 26,000. I have had 121 first-gen online appointments this year so far, and my goal with makeup marketing online is to pass as many of my skills and techniques onto my own team, as well as other Avon reps that are out there wanting to build an online business. So for the June series, we still have 3 classes left. They are all going to be on Monday night from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Central. And if you cannot attend the live session, you will get access to the recordings for the events that you register for. So you can go to www.makeupmarketingonline.com/Avon training, Avon-training, and that will give you a rundown of all of the training classes and also allow you to register for them. And if you do want to upgrade to a whole month, you can use code ALL5 when you register for the June session, so that you don't have to pay the full $20 if you're already on this call. And our July series, I'm excited about the content that I've come up with for July. I just announced all the classes and put up the registration. So July 6th is going to be tips on how to sell more Avon online. July 13th, how to automate your Avon marketing. July 20th, how to convert Avon website visitors into online buyers. And July 27th, how to recruit Avon representatives online. So again, those classes are $5 each, or $15 for the whole month of July. So let's get into today's topic. We are going to cover some Facebook facts, the different types of Facebook profiles. So you have your personal profile, there's business page, and there's also groups. We are going to talk about the different types of Facebook posts and different ways that you can engage your audience. And I'm going to show you how to set up a brand new Facebook page and Facebook group. We are going to look at Facebook Insights and see how you can use that information to make decisions in your business. We are going to show how to schedule a post, how to create a brochure app with WooBox, WOOBOX, and we are going to look at the different Avon tools that are out there that we can use with Facebook. And then I'm going to go over some final tips and Q&A. So we have a lot of information to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. Take notes if you want now, otherwise you will receive the recorded copies of this training. So some interesting Facebook facts. There are 1.44 billion monthly active users. 72% of online adults visit Facebook at least once a month. 936 million total number of daily active users, and of that 161 million are from the US and Canada. 58% of users are females, which is our target audience. Average number of friends for US females is 250. The average user spends 21 minutes online on Facebook per day, and 66% of millennials use Facebook. And that's kind of a new term for me. I just heard it a few months ago, and that is going to represent 15 to 34-year-olds, which is the new generation coming up that Avon is now trying to target. You'll see some of their ads and promotions out there are geared toward a younger audience, so they're trying to get that new generation into selling Avon. 33.8% of U.S. internet users clicked a Facebook like button on a blog post they enjoyed. So that would be on someone's blog where they sometimes have the social media buttons where they can like a post or share it, or share it on Pinterest or Twitter. That's what it's talking about there. And 26.7% used the share button on a blog post they enjoyed. So if you are creating a new blog, that's something that you definitely want to have as a feature, are those like and share and social media buttons. So let's talk about the differences between a Facebook profile, a Facebook page, and a Facebook group. When you create a profile, you are going to friend request people. People are going to friend request you. You use it on a personal basis usually, so it's for friends and family and acquaintances. Facebook pages are going to enable public figures, businesses, and organizations to create a public presence without doing the personal profile. So on a Facebook page, you become a fan or you like the page. And then there's a Facebook group, which is you join it by requesting to become a member. You can set groups to private, secret, or public. So for example, I have my team page set to private. I have it set to secret because I do want to keep that just to my own team. I have Makeup Marketing Online set to public so that everyone can see that. And I want different reps to join it. And then private would be that people can still find it, but you have to be approved to have access and see what's inside it. A public group is going to show people, even that aren't part of the group, what the content is within the group. So with your Facebook personal profile, you are going to get a lot more exposure than a business page. Facebook has kind of restricted how many people see business page posts without that business paying to show it to more people. So a couple years ago, Facebook separated the news feed. So now you see personal posts in your news feed, but if you wanted to see a business page feed, you actually have to go to a separate place for that. And that's kind of a disadvantage for business owners, because you do have to pay if you want to show up in someone's personal feed as a business. So that's one advantage of where the Facebook group comes in. You can create a group, and once people are members of your group, then they will see your posts within their personal profile, their personal news feed. Your Facebook page does have a few advantages that the other two do not have. You can see some helpful insights, and you can, you can keep all of your posts just related to your business. You don't have to feel like you're bothering people by talking about your business all the time because they liked your page because of what it is and because of the business you are in. You also have the opportunity to create a call to action button on your page, and it also allows for customer reviews. So let's talk about the 4 different types of posts. We have a status update, which would just be a comment, something that you're going to say, tomorrow I'm setting up for my Avon event and I'm so excited. I hope to see you there. Something like that. A website link would be if you're sharing a link to a website page. A photo would be if you upload a photo and put a comment or don't put a comment with it. And number 4 would be an offer, and that is only available on pages. So you can only create an offer once you've had your page up for over a month, and you have to have at least 50 likes. I remember when that used to be 400 because I was trying so hard to get to 400 fans so I could create an offer. A search engine tip for you: if you put in a site, S-I-T-E, and then you put in a colon, facebook.com/ whatever your username is, you can see all of the links that are indexed by Google. So I'll show you that when we get into the demonstration portion. And then also, to engage your audience, something that you definitely want to share to attract customers are free shipping offers, free gift with purchase, Avon discounts, anything out there that's going to entice them to shop with you. So when you are promoting a free shipping or a promotional offer from Avon, you always want to include the offer, the coupon code, the expiration, and your website address so that they can click through and start shopping. A couple other ideas on how to engage your audience on Facebook. You could try something like doing a giveaway for anyone who shares your posts. So let's say you have a ton of glimmer sticks from the outlet and you're willing to give them away. You may want to keep it to local so that you can deliver them instead of paying for postage. So let's just say share this post and get a free glimmer stick from me. So that's giving them a chance to try Avon products for free, and it may be a way of you getting a new customer. And then also they're sharing that to their friends and family to help you get more exposure. You could also do a drawing so that you're not giving away a ton of products, and maybe you just want to put together a little bundle and enter names and draw one, whoever's going to win that bundle. You could do a brochure mailing list request. So just say, I'm mailing out campaign 14 next week. Who wants an Avon catalog? Or have you seen an Avon catalog lately? Sign up with me and I'll send you the latest brochure. So you might want to encourage them to comment on that post and then send you a PM or personal message with their address. So that way, if they comment, it's getting shown to their audience, and then of course you keep their address private. Another idea is to do a Facebook party. I know Avon took away the ability to do online parties for right now. I'm not sure why, but you can still you could still do your own Facebook party. So all you need to do is find a hostess, pick a date, and then you encourage that hostess to invite her friends and family on Facebook. And then you can give her a reward. So let's say you picked June 20th as your date for the party. And on that day, all of your online orders that come in, you're going to count towards that party. And then let's just say you have $1,000 in online orders. If you want to give that hostess 20% in free products, that would be $200 worth of free Avon products, which isn't even going to cost you all that much. And you're getting a ton of online sales to help you get closer to President's Club. And another idea is to host an event. So you do get quite a bit more exposure when you do an event, and you can have give the access to your friends to be able to invite their friends. So maybe you want to do the launch of a new product or a certain campaign, just some different ideas of what you could do for an Avon event online. Okay, so some quick tips before we move on to the demo portion. Provide helpful information. Don't just always do Avon posts. Try to think outside of the box. Think about doing beauty tips, industry news, makeup tips, skincare Sunday. You know, you can kind of theme your days so that they coincide with your Avon posts. Use Google Images to find cute pictures and tag people when appropriate. So one of my pet peeves is when people tag me when they're trying to look for customers or recruits. Don't do this. This is not appropriate. You know, you want to get along with your fellow Avon reps, and you don't want people to feel like you're stepping on their toes. So don't go in there and tag other reps when you're trying to get exposure for your own business. You know, an ideal place where you would want to tag someone is if you had a team page and you were saying, congratulations to our top sellers of campaign 12. You know, then you could tag your team members, and they'll get all those notifications of people liking the post, and it'll make them feel good and want to go out and sell more Avon. So just use the tag appropriately. And then there's all kinds of cute pictures you can find on Google Images. You just go to google.com and you can click on the images link at the top and just put in something that you're feeling, like excited or happy, and see what kind of pictures come up, because those are definitely going to grab people's attention. Use albums and events to engage users. Join groups and participate. So you might want to find your own niche. You don't want to sit there on those groups all day long, because while they are very helpful, they can also become time wasters. So you don't want to become Avon customer service and answering every question that people come up with. You could honestly sit on there all day and make no money. So make sure you use your time efficiently on Facebook. Maybe you want to become an expert in one area, like let's say doing fundraisers. And then whenever people ask questions about fundraisers, you go in and answer those. You know, don't try to be an expert in all areas. Be creative to get more exposure. Look at your Facebook insights to figure out what's working and what isn't, which we'll go into further detail later on. Limit your Facebook time, like I was saying. Make sure you get on there for work purposes and then get off. You know, there's times where you can get on there and just kind of browse and you know, if you have some spare time, and just check out what's going on in people's lives. But make sure when you're getting on it for work purposes that you don't get lost. I find myself doing that very often, so I have to be disciplined when I get on there. Talk about your Avon business on your personal profile. I made this mistake for a long time. Avon has always been a big part of my life ever since I started with it. And for the longest time, I didn't talk about Avon at all on my personal profile, which didn't really represent my life, because Avon takes up a big chunk of my personal life. So when you're talking about Avon on your personal profile, Try to talk about stories. You know, say you're really excited about this new Avon product that's coming out, or you can't wait to host a home party at so-and-so's house for Avon. Make sure you're telling stories instead of really pushing product or looking for recruits. You can definitely do that every once in a while, but you don't want to be too salesy on your personal page, or people are not going to want to follow you anymore. Make sure you make new connections every day. So connect with 3 to 5 new people on your social media sites every day, just like you would in person. Post a variety of topics. Like I said, don't just stick strictly to Avon. Make sure you incorporate the industry as well, so beauty, fashion, makeup, fragrance, and so on. Don't complain on Facebook, please. How does it make you feel when you see someone else complaining on Facebook? I'm sure it kind of like puts you in a little bit of a bad mood and say, yeah, I'm having a bad day too. So try to be positive. It's really a discipline to be positive and look for the good in everything. So the more you practice that and show that in your persona, the more it'll become natural for you. Be careful what you share. Watch out for sharing any bad words or something that may not make you look very professional. It is public information, you know, whether you have it shared just to friends or it is public. A lot of people can see it, so make sure you're representing yourself well. And pay attention to what gets the most likes, shares, and comments. This is definitely going to help your posts get seen more often and by more people. So the more likes, comments, shares you get, especially within a certain time frame of when you post it, the more popular your posts will become. So that concludes this portion of the training. I am going to get into some demos and get right into Facebook and show you some of the Avon tools. So I will see you in the next session. Thank you. Welcome to the third section of how to sell more Avon using Facebook. In this section, I'm going to show you how to set up a Facebook page and also a Facebook group. So I'm looking at my personal profile again, and I'm going to click on this little icon on the top left. And on the side here, I can see some of my favorites, the pages that I like, and then also groups. So right here is where you would create a new group. You can click on create right there and then give it a name. You may want to think about what you're going to name your pages and your group and keep it consistent between the two. There's different advantages of having a page versus a group and a group versus a page, so I would recommend both. Groups, you can automatically add your friends, your Facebook friends, to them. Your friends can, of course, leave them, but you can pick who you want to be members. Public means that anyone can see your posts. They're going to be able to see the group, your posts. I would recommend it when you do a group for customers. If you're trying to get the word out there about your website, I don't see any harm in making it public, as long as you're not giving any confidential information or posting anything that you don't want the general public to see. A closed group. So I have Makeup Marketing Online as a closed group. There may be posts on there that I want to share that I don't want the whole world to see, or there might be files that I want to share that are confidential within Avon. So when you make your group closed, people have to request to become members, and then you can approve or deny them, and only the members can see what's going on inside the group. A secret group. Why would you want a secret group? Well, I have my team as a secret group. because I want to keep it limited to just my team members. The Makeup Marketing Online group is there for all reps, and there's certain things that I just want to share with my team, like recognition. And mostly that's it, recognizing them. I want it to be a secret page, and that way I can monitor better what's going on in there, and I can communicate better with my team members, because a lot of them I have never met face to face, and I know them through Facebook. So those are the three options when you create a group. Just name your group something short and sweet and memorable. And again, you may want to keep the same branding across your group and your page. So I'm going to cancel out of that because I already did create a new group. I'll show you here. Let's see. Let's go to my Makeup Marketing Online closed group. And you can see here, these are requests of people that are asking to become members. I do try to limit it only to Avon representatives. So that's up to you if you want to keep it a closed group and monitor who becomes members, or you want to make it public. They still do have to request to become a member. One thing I really like about groups is you can share files. So we can upload PDFs and information on incentives and different ideas for sales and recruiting tools. Another benefit of having a group is that all of the posts that people share in here will show up in members' news feeds. So that's really a huge difference between a page and a group. Because when I post from my Makeup Marketing Online page, it goes in the pages feed, which a lot of people don't look at. So the only way that you can get your posts to show up in someone's personal news feed as a business page is to pay to be there. So unless you share it all the time on your personal profile page. So again, that's another advantage of groups, that your posts will show up to all members within their personal news feed. Okay, so let's take a look at how to create a page. And this one's just as simple. You click on the little right arrow here, and I come all the way down and I say create page. Okay, so I might want to, the two categories we'd probably fit in are our local business or place, or you could do public figure. So if you chose public figure, you can say you're an entrepreneur, because you have your own Avon business. And if you put local business or place, the only disadvantage of that is, I believe, they're going to make you put an address. So if you're okay with putting your home address out there, you could do a local business or place. Otherwise, you would do public figure. And I'm not going to set up another page because I just did that and messed up the recording. So here you could be a blogger, you could be a business person, entrepreneur, and then, like I said, when you're naming, you might want to keep it consistent across platforms, and then keep it short and sweet and memorable. So the advantages with pages, I'm going to take you over to my Makeup Marketing page, is that number one, you can have people rate it. I don't think I have any ratings on here, but I do on my customer page. And you can also see insights. So that's kind of a cool feature that you can't do on your personal profile page or within a group. So you can kind of see, get an idea which types of your posts are getting the most reach. So the more people comment, the more people that like, the more people that comment, the more people are going to see your posts. So you want to be engaging with your audience. You might want to ask questions to get a lot of people commenting. Provide helpful charts. Say, I had one that I found from another divisional manager that showed the difference between BB and CC cream. So that was a really helpful post that a lot of people shared the picture. So think about how you can market your Avon business, but at the same time provide helpful information and not just always be giving a sales pitch. So I hope you enjoyed this session and you're ready to go set up your Avon business page in your Avon business group. Talk to you in the next section. Hey there, makeup marketers. This is the fourth section of how to sell more Avon using Facebook. In this section, we are going to talk about Facebook Insights and how you can use those stats to build a bigger online business. So this, again, is on a Facebook page. At the top here, you'll have Insights. I can also get a quick glance over there on the left at what's going on. So this is going to tell me my page likes. It compares it to last week with, shame on me, I'm not doing so good this week, but it just started. Post reach, it tells you how many people you've reached with your posts and how many people are engaged. So it looks like I was a little more active last week. You know, I can't be everywhere at once. So let's take a look at some of the other stats. Okay, so this gives you kind of an overview of your page likes. And this shows you how many likes versus unlikes. So don't pay attention to this. You know, for the longest time I worried about what people thought about me and what they were going to think about what I was doing. And then I just realized that, you know, not everyone is going to like me. I'm going to have people out there that don't like me or don't like what I'm doing. And I just accepted that. So focus on the positive. Here you see I had 14 likes and 1 unlike. So that's fine with me. You know, together I had 13 new people like my page. So focus on the positive. Down here it tells you where your likes came from. So most of my likes look like they're coming right from my page. So that tells me that I should keep posting, post frequently, post different types of information. I'm going to show you, while I'm thinking about it, that address that you can type in the Google search box to see which pages are indexed from your Facebook page. So this is only if you already have a Facebook page. So that's my address right there. I'm going to highlight it, right click, and copy. And then I'm going to paste it right after where I put the site and the colon. Okay, so this tells me that 797 links have come from my Facebook page. So this shows me how many posts, how many different links are coming from my makeup marketing online page. So that's kind of cool to see what's actually getting indexed. And you might want to take a look at the top results and see what's at the top of your search so you can add to that. So photos, I know that that's popular, so I might want to add more photos. It also indexed some of your individual posts, so that's kind of cool too. So back to the insights. Let's take a look at reach. And I don't pay to advertise the Makeup Marketing Online page right now. So these are all organic, meaning I didn't pay for it. So that's how many people saw my posts on those individual days. This is how many people liked and commented. So I have a huge spike there. I might want to go back and see what I shared on that day. And I believe, yeah, you can actually click on the top there. And it looks like the web TV was a popular one. And yeah, the web TV and then my May internet stats. So a lot of people liked or commented on that. hide, report as spam, and unlikes. So again, you know, don't really worry about this. What's 5 compared to 269? You know, look at the positive. Your total reach, that's how many people your posts reached. And then you can take a look at visits. Again, you can look at the pages that had spikes and see what you posted on that day. These are telling me where my visitors are coming from. And then posts. This is going to tell me which types of posts are really popular. So I can also see when my followers are online the most. So it looks like there's a peak at 8 o'clock. There's one around noon. And there's one around 4 o'clock. So maybe I would want to schedule my posts to go out at noon, 4 o'clock, and again at 8 o'clock. So that's really helpful, as well as post types. We can see more down here. I keep expanding that. I don't know why it's doing one at a time. But this will show you what types of posts are most popular. So that means I shared a website link. That means I shared a photo. And then you can see status gets the most reach. So when you do not include a website link or a photo, at least when I don't, it reaches more people than when I do. So you might want to look at that, and you know, I think it always helps to provide a variety of different types of posts, but you may want to focus mostly on your status posts because those are the ones getting the largest reach. And let's take a look at people. So this is kind of cool. It tells you how old your average audience is. So it looks like mine's from 35 to 54. And let's see, women. Okay, so that says women 45 to 54 are 26.5% of my fans and 3.6% of all Facebook. It also tells you over here which countries are most popular, the cities, and then what language they speak. So you can also take a look at people reached, people engaged, and check-ins. Okay, so I hope you found this a little helpful. It's kind of neat to look at your stats sometimes and use that data to determine how you want to do your marketing going forward. So thank you for listening, and I will talk to you in the next section. Hey makeup marketers, it's Emily Seagren, and we are doing the How to Sell More Avon Using Facebook training. In this section, I'm going to cover how to do an automated post and then talk a little bit about Avon photos and albums that you can do within your page and personal profile. So let's go into my customer page. And I do show you in one of my free YouTube videos how to clip an image. So if you do not know how to save an image on your computer screen, look up my video on how to market Avon free shipping offers on YouTube. So to save on time, I did already upload the photo that I wanted to use to show you how to automate a post. So I'm going to just go in and grab that photo. And every time Avon offers some sort of deal, free gift with purchase, percentage off, free shipping, these are definitely offers that you want to highlight on your Facebook posts. It's going to draw in customers and make them want to shop right now. So this is a photo that I grabbed yesterday. Let's just make sure that it's still valid. And some good places to look for those special offers from Avon are to register as a customer on your own e-store so that you get Avon's emails. You do have to have your automated email program on to do that. You can sometimes find offers right on the main images on your e-store. And then another good place to find offers is retailmenot.com. You can go in here and search for Avon. And sometimes there's coupons on here that I never see anywhere else. So it's definitely a good spot to get the latest Avon coupon codes. So we can see that the Father's Day offer is still valid. So what I'm going to do is write a little post with this, and I'm going to say Avon free gift with your $60 online purchase. And whenever you're doing an offer, you want to put the offer, the code that they have to use, the expiration, and then your website address. So the code for this one was for Dad. And it expires midnight, June 11th. So make sure you're very specific on the details of the offer. Again, you want the offer itself, the coupon code, the expiration, and your website address. And another thing that is good to do on Facebook is to include hashtags. So you may want to include some that are specific to Avon, some that are specific to Father's Day, anything that has to do with what you're posting about, how you would categorize it. And GWP, a lot of times you'll see that for free gift with purchase. Okay, so I have everything there that I want, and one other thing that I was going to mention is that when you put together your post, you want to write it so that people that are searching the internet might come across it by what they were searching for. So maybe they were looking for, we'll put coupon in there. So maybe they're looking for Avon coupon code June. So maybe I want to actually type out June 11th, 2015. So make sure that you're writing so that it's friendly for your customers to read, but also friendly for the search engines. And we'll go ahead and show you how to automate that so that it posts at a different time. Instead of clicking on publish, I clicked on this arrow over here, and I'm going to select schedule. And this does expire tomorrow at midnight, so I'm going to schedule it to post tomorrow at noon. And I know when we looked at my stats on my makeup marketing page that noon was a popular time for people to check in on Facebook. So I'm going to take that information and apply it to my future post, and I'm going to hit schedule. And then it's all set to go. And if you want to look at it, if you want to edit it or change it or delete it, you can do that here. And so here's the edit button. Here you can delete it or reschedule it or publish it right away. So let's take a look at some of my photo albums on my business page. Now, I used to spend quite a bit of time on Facebook making separate albums for different categories, new campaigns, holidays. But then I took a look at my referral source on my website and found that most people were actually coming from my blog. So I stopped spending as much time on Facebook and try to spend the majority of my time on creating new content for my blog, because that's where most of my traffic was coming from. But I'm not saying this is not a good idea. I think it's great to come up with separate albums. That way if someone's searching the internet, they may come across one of your albums because those posts are going to get indexed in the search engine. So here someone might come and let's say it's already 2015 15 Christmas, but they found, you know, an album with Avon Christmas products, and here's my website. So they might just click right through and start browsing with what's current right now. So even if, you know, these exact pictures aren't going to be what they want, it reminds them about Avon, and here's a place where they can shop for it. Now I'm going to take you into my personal profile and show you how you can talk about your Avon business without being salesy. And it's also another good reason on your business page why you wouldn't want to just have one album that says Avon. If you categorize them and break them down into smaller groups, they're more likely to show up towards the top of the search engine. So here you can see I have a folder called Avon 2015. Every time I do something and I take pictures of my Avon business, I add it to this album. Unless it's like a trip or an event where I have a ton of pictures, then I might make a whole new album for it. But here you can see every time I add to this album, my Avon story will come up. So people can read about me and my Avon business and see about all these cool trips that I get to go on. So it's actually encouraging people to ask me about my Avon business instead of me pushing it onto them. So you can see I just have added pictures of recognition events, trips, and just all the fun that I have with my Avon business. So definitely something that you want to do to attract your friends and family is more talk about your Avon business as a story instead of a pitch. And then one other thing I wanted to do was take you into my Team Momentum group. And I clicked on the little Facebook icon up here on the left. And I'm going to come down here. Actually, it's in my favorites. So I'm going to click here on Avon Team Momentum. And this is a private place where I can congratulate my team, I can recognize them, I can tell them about events that I think they would benefit from attending. This is also where I go in and find Google images so that I can reward them. I make sure to tag the people that I'm connected with so they feel good about being in the top 15 for sales for that campaign. I try to do a lot of recognition on here and use photos that will catch people's attention. I also love these little Facebook stickers. You click on the smiley face within a comment and you can download all kinds of different stickers from the Facebook sticker store. So it kind of just adds some fun to your posts and maybe attracts people to see what you're writing about instead of just looking at boring letters all the time. So these are some of my favorite icons that I use. I try to be a little silly and grab people's attention. So I hope you found this beneficial, and I will talk to you guys in the next section. Thank you. Hey Avon representatives, welcome to section 4 of how to post the Avon brochure online. So in session 3, I showed you how to post a link and an image of the brochure so that people can click right through to your e-brochure. And now I want to show you another option for Facebook. And that's these apps that I have on my page here where someone can click through right to the Avon catalog. So that one goes to the e-brochure right on my web page, even though they're still staying inside of Facebook. I also have this option where they can sign up to sell Avon. So that one actually takes them to the appointment page. Give it a minute to load here. If they click on sign up now, it has my reference code pre-filled. So that's pretty cool. I definitely recommend always putting that link that pre-fills the reference code so that someone does not misspell it or forget to put it in altogether. So now I want to show you how I created those tabs. And the application that I use is at woobox.com. So it's woobox.com. And I use it as a free service. So you can definitely sign up to get started for free. I'm going to log in since I'm already a member. And I'm going to show you how to create those apps. So there's all kinds of cool things that you can do with WooBox. I've tried sweepstakes before to get people's email addresses. It just all depends. You know, some things work for some people and some things don't work for people. So I found that I wasn't getting many valuable customer contact information. I wasn't getting very much there, so I decided to stop doing the sweepstakes, but I do still use WooBox for the static tabs. So if you go up to the top here, to the right of promotions is static tabs, and you'll see those tabs that I had there. And I actually have a couple more, so I have my YouTube and my Pinterest account connected. So that also allows them to pull it down here, and you can choose the order that you want them to show. And I just want to show you what it does for Pinterest, if it will pull up for me. I don't know why sometimes this doesn't work the best. Maybe it got mixed up when it switched over. Okay, yeah, so it switched back over to me. Let me see if it works now. Okay, so now you can see all of my Pinterest boards. So that's kind of cool. It integrates Pinterest and YouTube right inside of Facebook. Okay, so let me show you how I created the shop Avon catalog, and sell Avon. So we create a new tab, and I want to create an HTML Fangate tab. Now I'm going to come up here and select a new tab in my browser so that I can go to my Avon e-store. Whenever you're posting links, I always recommend copying and pasting to eliminate any chance of error. So let's just say we want to create a tab for people to sign up on my team, because I think that's a cool feature. So we come up here, and next to page source, we want to select URL. Okay, so back over to our e-store. And just as a side note, there's 3 widgets I highly recommend you have displayed on your front page. One is the e-newsletter sign up. That collects people's email address if they're not yet ready to make a purchase, but then they get your automated emails, because I know you all have that turned on. The other one is the Believe in Your Business widget, and that is where I get my pre-filled appointment page. And then this widget shows your customers the 3 different ways to shop your e-store. So let's just right-click on top of the Believe in Your Business widget and say Copy Link Address. And that might differ a little bit depending on which browser you're in. So in Internet Explorer, it might say like copy link or copy URL. So find the option that copies the link address. So I put my mouse over there, I right-clicked, and I selected copy link address. And then I come over here, and I'm going to put my cursor in the box for enter a URL. And I'm going to right-click and select paste. So I'm going to save those settings. And then I'm going to come over here to tab settings, and this is where you can customize the name of the tab, and you can change the image. So let's just say save settings. Oops, I don't know why it didn't take that picture. Let's try that one. Okay, save settings. And then we're going to say View Facebook tab. And just in a minute here, it should pull up the appointment page, and there it is. So sign up now. You see my reference code and some pretty cool features on WooBox. So I hope you guys enjoyed this training, and I will talk to you in the next one. Have a great day. Welcome back to section 5 of how to sell more Avon using Facebook. And in this training, I am going to show you how you can schedule a post for a future date. And then we're going to talk a little bit about pictures and how you can create albums to draw in more of an audience. So let's take a look at the status update here. And something that's really good to share to appeal to customers is, of course, free shipping, discount, and special promo offers. So in order to save time, I have already saved this picture for a free gift offer for Father's Day. So if you do not know how to do that, I do have a free YouTube video called Marketing Avon Free Shipping Offers, and I do show you how to save a picture to your computer in that training. So I have saved the picture from my Avon website that's going to give my online customers a free gift when they spend over $65. So again, when you're sharing a free shipping offer, a promotional offer from Avon, there's 4 things you want to include. The first one is the offer itself. So let's say Avon free gift with $65 online order. And then I want to tell them the code that they have to use. So let's take a look at the picture and go back. It's code for Dad. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And then I want to put the expiration date. And when you're doing social media posts, try to keep them short, 2 to 3 sentences, and provide helpful information. And you want to talk to your audience, but also write so that you're friendly for search engines. So someone that's looking up, Avon coupon codes for June 2015 might come across my post. So I see that it expires June 11th at midnight. So now I've included the offer itself, the coupon code, the expiration, and now I need to include my website address. And it's always a good idea to include hashtags. I use them on Facebook, Pinterest, Google+, and Twitter. So you want to use pretty generic hashtags as well as specific to Avon. So I've included Avon Father's Day 2015. How about coupon and gift with purchase? Okay. So instead of publishing it, I'm going to set it to post tomorrow. So I'm going to click on the little arrow over on the right and say schedule. Now I'm going to click on the calendar, and I want to select tomorrow's date, which is June 9th. And I remember when I looked at my insights on my makeup marketing page that 12 o'clock was a popular time for my audience to look at my Facebook page. So I'm guessing my customers, it's on a similar schedule. So let's just say schedule. Okay, and we have it scheduled for tomorrow at noon. So let's take a look at the post. You can always come back in here and edit it or delete it if you change your mind. So right down here it says edit. You can use the little right arrow to delete, backdate, reschedule, or remove. Or you can publish it right away. So I hope you found that helpful. Let's take a look at our photos. So this is something I used to do pretty diligently every time a new campaign came out. and stop doing it, but I still think it's a good idea. You can save pictures and then come up with different album names so that hopefully people that are searching the internet would come across these. So again, another reason why you want to break it down into categories and not just one main album that says Avon. If someone's searching for Avon Christmas products, they might come across this album, and let's say, you know, it is from 2014, but oh look, there's my website address. So maybe they would still go on my website to see what's new with Avon now. So whenever you do different albums, give them titles that people might search the search engines for. Give it a short and sweet description, and then always include your website address. And then one other thing I'll mention, I know I said on your personal profile page, you don't want to keep Avon a complete secret. You definitely want to share the fun you have and the events you go to. So on my personal page, I do have different Avon folders just sorted by the year. So someone can read about my story right at the top here, and then there's links to my different websites. They can take a look at how much fun I have, the trips that I get to go on, and all the excitement about being an Avon rep. So another good place to kind of tell your story about Avon on in your photos in your personal profile. So I hope you guys enjoyed this section, and we will wrap it up pretty soon here. I'm going to include how to create the brochure app with WooBox from last week's session to save on time. So you will still have access to that recording. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Hey makeup marketers, it's Emily Seagren, and this is the last section of our training on how to sell more Avon using Facebook. So in this session, I'm going to show you some of the tools that you can use that Avon has provided us with to market your business on Facebook. So here you are looking at the welcome page where I've logged into youravon.com. I want to go to the web office, and then I want to go to the social media center. So the social media center is going to have some posts available that are already, the creative has already been made up for you. So there's not much that you have to do besides go in here and remember to share it. So there's a button for Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. You can also copy the URL if you want to go on different social media sites, or if it's easier for you to do it that way. So I'm going to click on the Facebook icon there, and you'll see up here I have a drop-down menu. So share on my timeline, that's going to post to my individual personal profile, which I don't do very often, just sharing something salesy on my personal page. So I'm going to share it on a page I manage, and I want it to go to my customers, so I'm going to share it on this page here. And I'm going to say something about the picture. So shop the big hot color sale from Avon. And you don't have to put your website address in here because it's already going to be in the link that you're sharing. So I would go ahead and do some hashtags on there. How about summer? How about cosmetics? And how about sale? Because everybody loves sales. Okay, so then we're going to click on share. And if we come back over to Facebook, that should have been shared on my page. So let's take a look. Takes a minute for it to load sometimes. Okay, so you can see that that image posted to my business page. It says shop the big hot color sale from Avon, and people can click right through and it will take them to my Avon website. So this is kind of cool because it takes them directly into the makeup sales. And if you were on last week's training, you know that you want to make sure if you're ever copying the link from your Avon website, your e-store, that it has this rep ID and your account number so that it takes them directly to your individual page, not just avon.com. Okay, so that's something cool from the Social Media Center. They also have created cover images for us, so you can scroll back and forth to see what your options are. Check on which box you want to upload it to, say download, and then you can post it to your Facebook page as your cover photo. You also have some posts down here. Looks like I have some new ones that I need to share. You can see the different post stats and how many people have seen each of your posts. Of course, the more you share it, the more it's going to get seen. So up here I see my total stats, how many times I've shared and how many visits it's created. Another tool that you can use is on your individual product pages. So I'm going to go in here and shop my store. Give it a minute for it to upload. Let's just say we want to go to the Ultra Color Lipstick sale. And then I'm going to choose the Ultra Color Lipstick. And there's a Facebook share button on every single product page. So I hope nobody says they have nothing to post because there are thousands of Avon products. You don't want to post them all in the same day, but you know, you could say shop the Avon lipstick sale, any two for $10. So let's just say I wanted to share that image. And I am logged in as my page, so that's automatically coming up that it's going to go on my page. And make sure that you're very specific in what you say so that you know, you're not letting people know that they can get it on any Avon lipstick, that it is on select products. So shop the Avon lipstick sale, 2 for $10 on select lipsticks. Again, we want to do our hashtags and share the link. One other thing that you can do to connect to Facebook is to make sure on your home page that you have connected all of your social media sites so someone can click right through and check you out on Facebook. And that will take them to my Perryville, my Avon Store Perryville page. One other thing I mentioned back in the beginning was about having these social media share buttons on any of your blogs if you've created a blog. So make sure that people can share and spread the news about your Avon business. Okay, so I hope you came up with some good ideas from this training. I know we covered a lot of information, and I am going to go back to the PowerPoint to close things out. And and then it started from the beginning. Okay, we'll go all the way to the back here. My last thoughts, some of my favorite Facebook groups to join. Of course, if you're not part of our group, find Makeup Marketing Online. Onward No Matter What, Molly Stone Bibb, Tuesdays with Teresa, Teresa Paul, Monday Morning Madness, that is Lisa Wilbur's group, Avon Flyers by Alicia, Montavon Climbers, and Success with Scola. And there's so many more out there. I just only named a few. But so many different helpful groups out there where Avon reps are helping each other succeed. So again, we have our June sessions coming up, our July sessions coming up, and you can find all of them and register by going to makeupmarketingonline.com/Avon-training. Again, there's just the addresses for the makeup marketing pages and groups and my personal profile. So hopefully you all know the difference between those three now, among those three. So watch your email for access to the recordings. I plan on having it up by Wednesday. And make sure to check back makeupmarketingonline.com often for updated information. Have a great day.